Hello. Hey, this is Nagesh from NavEdits. Hope you can all hear me. Can somebody put a comment? Hey, hi. Hello, Jackie. So, can you hear me, guys? Hello. Hope you can hear me. Okay, then. So, how are you guys doing today? Okay, then. Actually, we are in a live session. So, this is the second live session. I had one last week. Some might have missed it. So, I scheduled it this a bit early. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, I'm seeing already comments here. So I'll just straight get to the point here. So yesterday I made a community post. So I was asking, I requested you your images so that I could edit in this live session. So I got a lot of images. So I don't think I can edit all of them today. So I have selected a few and I will be starting uh, with let me show you. So I'll be using Snapseed first, and this is a image I got from Firlana Asari. Okay guys, so I'll start editing. If you have any queries, you just put it in the comment. I'll try to go through them and try to answer them too. So this is a nicely captured image. Okay, I mean the composition is really good, and I can see two persons walking there. We'll see what we can do in this image. I'm open to suggestions also, so you can put any suggestions you have in the chat. So I'm getting comments. Can you edit dog pictures? Yes, if you send, you can mail me your dog pictures you have. Maybe I'll try to edit them in the next session because I don't have unedited ones. So hope you send them to my mail. You check my community post, the last community post. Christina, right? Okay guys, I'll start here. Okay, if you have any pictures, you can send me through mail. I'll see what I can do in the future live sessions. I'll be selecting and editing them. So I am open to suggestions here. I'll be starting this image now. So you can see the greenery here and the cloudy sky. So normally we'll get as many details as possible from the foreground here. So I'll go to tune image. So I'll be editing a few today, not only this one, maybe another 4 or 5 possible. Okay, can you edit? Hey Anand, I will sure, I'll go through curves also. Joseph from Andorra, okay. Okay, so I'll start with this. We'll see what we can do. Okay, just keep your comments coming. I will try to answer them too. So first for this, I will just increase the shadows. You can see, right? I will just bring out the greens here, bring out the details in the greens here. I won't do much with highlights. Maybe, yeah, only the shadows. I will increase the shadows here. So next what I will do is maybe curves. Again, this is all about giving some pop to the foreground. So I will just apply a soft contrast maybe. I mean, I will be applying this only on the foreground. So I'll be doing some masking work here. Yes, I have audio. Lucas, I have audio. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay then. So I'll apply this and I'll do some masking work here so that it is applied only on the foreground. I don't want to affect that contrast on the background. So here I go only on the foreground, and maybe I'll add a little bit color also. So we came from here to here. So most of the edits we're applying only on the foreground. Okay, thanks man, Srinath. Thank you, Anand. Editing on the phone, Christina. Yeah, a little bit. I do most of my editing on PC. I'm not sure I'll be making a video on editing on phone in near future, but I'll think about it. Okay, so next step, I will just use a selective filter on the greens, right? I want to just increase the saturation here. Maybe structure, not much structure, maybe saturation. And next, hope I'm not going too fast here. Ask any doubts, guys. Query, you can query anything here. Sayak, how do you open Snapseed in PC? Hope you have seen my last video. Actually, I have made a complete setup guide for Android phones and Windows on how to set up screen mirroring on Windows. Please check it, Sayak. So now, what shall we do here? So again, we'll make it look more interesting by, I'm using curves. I'll just darken the overall image. Go to masking screen. So yeah, 1 second. So I'll just make a part of this darker, not everything, like this, maybe. This is a subtle darkening effect, especially around the edges. Let's see what I can do here. So we came from here to here after the masking work. Okay guys, I'm just missing some comments here. 1 minute. So is Snapseed similar to Photoshop? Who is it asking? Debarko Mukherjee. Yes, actually Snapseed, especially the masking. So after learning Snapseed, it was easier for me to learn Photoshop. So you'll have an idea how masking works, but there are a lot of advanced features in Photoshop which will make it so much easier. I am Indian. Who is that? Shruditi, I am Indian. Yeah, Govardhan training. How much price Lightroom? Actually, Lightroom and Photoshop are both around 600 per month. The subscription is in photography plan of Adobe CC. Okay, now, okay, let me continue with this picture. Okay, we'll finish it. We came from the original here to here. Okay, now I'll apply one more filter here, maybe hard contrast, not hard, especially on the foreground again. I mean, this edit is mainly to pop the foreground. So oh, thank you, Putu from Malaysia. Okay, so I came from here to here. Let me get these blues out. I will just remove the darkness from the blue part of the sky here. So I won't do much here. So I came from original to curves here. This is the original. It looked a bit bland, but uh, we recovered some details in the foreground here. So what about the persons here? Two persons walking here. There are not much details there, but still, what can we do here? So what I'll do is remove the darkened effect or the contrast in the persons here. So yep, so that they are visible. Hey guys, why you always work on Snapseed or not PixArt? Who is that? Okay, let me. Okay, Vinod. Actually, I used to work on PixArt, but my mobile is acting a little weird, a little odd while using PixArt. PixArt is crashing on my mobile, so for the time being, I had didn't do any PixArt. I mean, I had no plans to start PixArt videos, so I didn't continue with that. So hopefully, I will start doing that too. Paulo Kega, hey hi from Argentina. Hey Christina, Snapseed is better than PixArt. Yeah, I agree with that, Christina. Do you use KineMaster? Anand is asking KineMaster. No, I am. I use most. I do most of my editing on PC. How, sir? When you reveal your face, immediately after I will have I have a separate camera to record. Right now, I'm managing everything on my mobile and PC. I don't have a separate camera. Hopefully soon. Creative Ajit. Okay, so you came from here to here. Let me. So I will just export this to Lightroom. We can do more in Lightroom using only free tools. So I will export this. I will share this. This will share in the maximum available settings. So what I will do is, sorry about that. I will move to Lightroom now. Give me a minute. I'm sharing this to Lightroom. I'll come back to Lightroom now. Okay. So, okay, we are in Lightroom now. Okay, so what I'll do first is go to the light menu and increase the whites. So you can see, right, there's a lot of room to increase the brightness on the highlights here without losing any details. I'm using two fingers here to drag the white slider towards right. So I'll just stop before I start seeing these dots, spots. Okay, so I'll just stop here. So you can see already some pop in the image. So now I will go to the HSL sliders. So anybody has doubts in HSL sliders? Anyone here? So Chaitanya has a question. Recently you made a video about using Snapseed but want the color calibration. Yes, it depends, right? Your PC monitor, whatever you are using, should be efficiently calibrated. So that is up to you on how you want to calibrate. And of course there will be some difference between the colors what you see on the screen, I mean the computer screen and the mobile. You should be able to correct that. Okay, so here are the main greens. So what do you do with the greens here? So normally you can see here, right? Moving the greens towards left, they will turn yellow. I mean, this is a color grading some prefer, but sometimes if you want to pop the greens, normally move towards right, towards cyans. You can see here, right? These make those greens very attractive. So you can do that too. So what about yellows? There are some yellows in the green, so it's up to you again. So I'll just move the yellows a little bit towards orange so that there will be some contrast the colors in the foreground. And oranges, you can see oranges is affecting the path here, so I will just increase the luminance here. It will make it more interesting. Yes. And what about the blues here? I'll come back to you guys, just a minute. I'll just finish this edit. So what else can you do? I mean, for the time being, for this we have almost edited all the colors here. Maybe we have 3 to 4 colors here. So I'll tap done. I won't do any grading here. What about curves? Final tuning of the overall image using curves. It's up to you again. Again, this is affecting the sky overall image, so I don't want to make the sky too bright, and it is getting too bright, so I will leave the brightness around here, maybe something like this. So if you consider this is the original image, let me come back to the original. This is the original. So we came from here to here. So I'll just move to the next edit. Okay, I will just save this. I will just save this image. So I'll be choosing one other image. So let me check the comments now. So it's around right and do quite well. What inspired by you? Okay, Debaco, you can send your Instagram. Let me give my Instagram here. So this is my Instagram. So you can follow me here. You can send me your profile. You can DM me. I'll just look into your work. So if not following me on Instagram, this is my Instagram ID at NavEdits_. So check it out. Creative Ajit, who is your inspiration? I don't have any particular, but I follow a lot of persons and maybe even movies. Sometimes I get inspired by the movie scenes also. So it depends, right? Excellent. Thank you, Raja. The best editor for, which is the best editor for Android? Actually, if I go by only free apps, Snapseed is very good, but I will rate Lightroom very high if you are using the paid version. Like you have a lot of features like masking, the geometry tools, they're very handy. Goropal about HSS sliders. Hey, I'll come back to that, okay, shortly. Okay, Chaitanya, whenever I manually straighten an image in Snapseed, I end up with some artifacts in the image. Is there any solution? Straighten? I really have not faced that that issue myself. Need to look into that. I mean, I've never faced that issue. Maybe I've not noticed it. I will see. Maybe I will next time. I'll see whether this is affecting. So let me come back to you with another image. So guys, let me. So just follow me on Instagram here. And so this is another image. This image was sent by, Anubhav Verma. Hey, are you Anubhav Verma online? So guys, what can we do with this edit? It is very colorful. Any suggestions? Hope to see suggestions. Any suggestions for this edit? Or do I start with my own look? I will be going for, I have something in my mind. We'll see how it works out, but I'm open to suggestions here. Change the sky. Yeah, change the sky, but I have to download the sky here. Can do that. Well, let me see. Okay, change the sky from Tushar. I'll take the suggestion. We'll see what we can do. Make this a night one. Night one is okay, but we will lose all the colors on the board. So I want to retain those colorful boards here. So I don't want to go for night setting here. Kavi, sir, am I late? I have sent one photo to. Okay, Kavi, if I sent the photo, I'll just check. Okay, I have so many actually, so I'll be using some more of your photos in subsequent sessions. If not today, there are a lot I received. I love your pink sky edited pictures. Okay, thanks, Vinod. Orange and teal theme, maybe. Yes, Firlana. Actually, what I want to do is, I want to retain only some colors here, like a, what do you say, color splash effect. So I'll see. Actually, there are a lot of blues here, right? The sky is blue and the water is blue here, but all the other colors, other than the background hills, we have so many colors here. So what I will do is, first I will go to tune image again. So do some basic tuning, maybe increase the contrast just a little. Highlights, I don't want to do anything. Shadows, no. Maybe structure, I'll come back to structure later. Maybe increase the saturation too just a bit, as I'm going for a look where I want to pop the colors, especially on the boards here. So we'll see. So now I will go to selective filters, and I will just desaturate the blues and also darken them. Maybe this will desaturate the blues on the water as well, and whatever the blues there are on the boards, there are some parts where there are some blues on the boards, especially on the roof of the boat. In the second boat I can see, we'll see. So I'll just desaturate that too, decrease the saturation. So maybe one here, we'll see how this goes. There is some color here. What can I do here? Increase the brightness, maybe a little. I mean this part of the horizon here where we'll see how this will go. I'll just increase the brightness here. Okay, I'll just apply this. Okay, so I came from here to here. So actually I darkened the sky. I'll darken the sky further, maybe using curves again. I'll just go reset the curves here, darken it. Okay, I want to just darken the top part of the sky so that the foreground, the boards pop a bit more. So let's see what. I'm not sure this will look good, but I will just check. Okay, not bad, I think. So let me check your questions now. Do you capture all the photos from phone, Subrato? Yes. If you check my Instagram, all the base pictures are from my phone only. Kavi, my nice photo. Thanks. This is not my photo. Actually, this photo I got from the mail. And again, this is from Anubhav Verma. Anubhav Verma. Sir, how to color grade in Snapseed? Color grading. I think I would suggest you to use Lightroom free tools for that color grade. We can do a lot with the Lightroom. I want to color grade this also in Lightroom. I will come back to that. George, really enjoy. Thank you, George. Would love to see a dark, moody, urban edit. Actually, I have one photo right now. Maybe I'll come back to that. There is an urban. It is set in an urban environment. I'll see what I can do with that. Which format best to save pictures? Snapseed, JPEG 100%. That is what I use. I'm not sure what is the benefit of saving it in PNG. Maybe there are some benefits, but I always save in JPEG 100%. Vladimir. Sir, which app do you use to edit your YouTube? Actually, I use Premiere Pro on PC. Shubham, you can check my last community post. There I have shared my email ID where you can send the pictures. Where are you? I am from Bangalore, Vishal. So let me come back to this. Okay. So, yes. I think we got some unique look here. This is the original. Maybe. And you can see there is a bright sky in the horizon. I can add color. I mean, I can add some color to that part. I think Lightroom is better for this to easily color grade that the bright part of the sky. So what I will do, I will again share this to Lightroom. So I will come back to Lightroom in a little while. So we are in Lightroom now. So actually again we can do a lot with the colors here. So HSL sliders. So we'll go directly to the HSL sliders. So I will try to alter some colors here. Maybe oranges. I will try to make it red maybe, so that we'll get more red here. Pop the red. I will try to mute some the yellows here. I just want to pop only couple of colors, mainly maybe the red, part of the red, and maybe the greenish part of the boards. I'll increase the saturation of the greens. See, right? What about the cyans? I don't think there are many. Okay. Blues, there are some blues in the sky. I don't want to do anything with the blues. Maybe I will desaturate it. Okay, yellows, I muted the saturation on the colors, yellow colors. What about the reds? What are reds? Yeah, we have so many reds in the picture, so I will try to pop those reds. And I'll use the grading tool now. Maybe I'll try to add some color to the bright part of the sky. We'll see how this goes. If it doesn't go well, maybe I will undo it. So this is the highlights. We are in the color grading screen now, and this is the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. So highlights, I will try to add some orangish tones like the evening sky maybe. So I'll just move this outer dot towards the orange color, orange, yellowish orange color, and increase its intensity. You can see, right, it is affecting, but not much. I can use the balance tool to here increase it further, increase the intensity of the orange further, maybe a little. Actually, I may reset this. I don't want, maybe a little bit orange, maybe a little, not much. So anybody using masking tools in Lightroom here? Anybody does use masking, can do a lot with masking tools too. So right now I'm trying to use only the free tools here, but with the masking, the selection tools, we can do a lot with this image. Okay, where are you? How are you learning about photography? Man, it's all practice, I guess. The more the practice, the more you get to know about the drawbacks and about the strengths of composition, everything. So you especially if you have mobile, I suggest you to switch on enable the grids on the camera, in the camera app. Okay, so maybe I'll try to use some masking tools here. We'll see how this goes. So I am going now into the paid version. So this requires subscription for these tools, the masking tool. So what I'll do is I'll be using the radial gradient and drag it around the horizon part of the sky here. We'll see how this goes, because I'm not sure how this will look, but I'm just guessing how this will look. So now you can see the red mask where the effect will be applied. I'll go into the light menu, not color menu, increase the temperature maybe, and maybe a little exposure, not exposure, and maybe set the color around little bit of reddish tones. And one more thing, I'm not sure how this will look in the final, but I will just add some reddish tones to the sky, and I will add one more. I'll add one more radial filter, the radial gradient around here, and for this I will add a lot of exposure. You can see, right? Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit more than the last one, so that it is looks more brighter than the last part, the original. Maybe increase the temp, and one more, maybe I may delete all this. I'm not sure how this will look. I will add a linear gradient here and reduce the exposure. And now what I will do is come back to the grading and the previous grading, and add some blues to the shadows. And I will hope you are following me. I'm just going through fast because I have few more images to edit. I have a lot of images actually. So I'll try to sharpen. See, I'm right now in the detail menu. I'll be using the masking slider to select only the boards here. So I'm moving the masking slider towards right so that the white parts are selected, or on only the boards. So the sharpening effect will be applied only on the boards here. So okay, where am I? So I'll go to masking, not masking. In the presets right now. I have to go to masking. Okay. I think I'll do one thing. I will just delete this. Delete those orange stones from the masking. So let it be like this. So actually, yes. Let me show you the original. So this is the original. Yeah, this is the finished. Maybe I can do a lot, but it will take time. I'll just darken it a bit. So actually I'm trying to do the editing and I'm trying to answer questions. And okay, 1 second, let me check your comments. That red color is too saturated for me. Do you feel the same? Yeah, maybe, man. Actually I try to saturate the red too much so that it pops. LJB admin. Yeah, these I'm doing on phone only, not on computer. Mike, yeah, I really appreciate it, Mike. Hope glad you like them. Glad you are liking my videos. So yeah, okay. Now this maybe I will try to reset the grading too. I think it looks a lot better if it is lot. The image is lot cooler instead of increasing the temperature. This looks a lot better, I think. I wanted it, only some colors to pop here, so I think I achieved that. So I'll save this also, and I will come back with another image. Okay guys, any more queries? Okay, let me check the queries. Looks better now. Okay, Kavi, yeah, it look the final was lot better, I think. Yeah. Chanchal Ghosh, PSCC. What is that? Pixart, right? What are you trying to say? That is Pixart. Okay, I'll be moving to another image here. So this is this is very interesting image. This image is from David Melchor or Melchor. I hope I pronounced it right. Hey David, if you're online, let me know. So this is very moody. I mean, you can convert this to a very moody photo. There is a lot of fog. Probably this is the Golden Gate Bridge. So there you can see the red color popping. Uh, so I think this image looks already quite good without any edit. PS Touch, okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Actually, my Photoshop work is most of the Photoshop work I do on PC only. So Photoshop CC, yeah, I agree. So yeah, so what can we do with this photo? Anybody? Any suggestions here? It's PSCC 2019. I need to check it. Photoshop. PS Touch. It works similar to Photoshop. I think it was Photoshop on desktop. I think that is the one. Again, I am bro. Are you Indian? Yes. Footpath edit. Yes, man. I have some few images. Okay, a lot of different kinds of images. I will go through them. If not today, maybe I'll continue tomorrow or day after. So you be online maybe at this time only. Probably I will be doing live sessions this time. This is more comfortable for me. So yeah. Yes, Chanchal Ghosh, I remember Photoshop Touch. I might have tried it a few years back, but as it was abandoned, so I didn't try again. But right now, the Photoshop, it was similar to Photoshop on desktop. So as I'm already working on desktop, I didn't need it on mobile. Okay, moody morning clicks. Okay, I'm getting some suggestions here. Yeah, this actually anybody interested in black and white edit of this will look a lot good. Let me try the black and white edit first. Maybe we'll come later to something like that. Yeah, we can. I will start this. So you can see, right? I don't want to do anything right now. It already has a lot of details there. So you can see the foggy mist. I mean the mist around these towers. So what I'll do is I'll directly go to black and white filter, and here you can see you can do a lot with you can get different looks here with different colors. These are different channels for red. So we'll see which works the best here. Blue, you can see a lot of contrast with the blues here. You can see all the parts on the bridge turning darker because it is red. It is almost the opposite of blue, so they have turned dark. So what about green or neutral, red? I think I will go with green or neutral here. I think, yeah. So right now I'm going for the black and white edit. We'll see what we can do here. What if, okay, what I'll do is again go to black and white. I'll choose green and apply. Now I'll apply a lot of contrast. You can go a little overboard when doing black and white edits because the more texture you can add a lot of texture to, because it won't be affecting any colors. So if you want to pop the image, you can do a lot with the black and white photos. So I'll apply a lot of hot contrast here if possible. Especially the sky is looking a little bit weird. We'll see. I will just remove the contrast effect in the sky. And I will do some dodge and burning. Anybody has doubts on dodge and burn? Because I'll just, here right now I'm just doing some dodging on the path here to make it pop. Maybe the roads too. I'm just brushing so that those spots pop. You can see, right? Before, after, before. This is this I'm going for a little black and white pop here. And what if I'll use some selective filter here, especially here. We got some moody edit here, so you can see, right, this is the before and this is the after. So actually if you go here and select different colors, we'll get different effects here. I mean different looks, the final look here. For example, if I choose blue, whole sky turns completely white. So better green. Okay, I'm just I'll get back to your comments for a moment. Can we decrease the shadows on the bridge to make it pop? Okay, we could try that. Pro editor, thanks Bass Lover. Okay. Can you please explain dodge and burn? Nischal. So dodge and burn, mainly dodge is brightening the image and burn is like darkening. Basically here we use the brush tool. We use the brush tool here. Right now, if you see, I have selected dodge and burn here option. So basically if you set this value to negative, and brush on the image, that part will darken. So you can see, right, if I brush, those parts will darken. If it is in the positive, you set the value to positive, it will brighten. Nothing like, but basically we are brushing on those parts, so we have some control here in brushing. This is how it is, what dodge and burn is. Chanchal Ghosh, I'm new to this app, so I'm confused. Okay, Snapseed, if you're newbie to Snapseed, I hope you see my earlier videos where have explained some basic tools there. So this may be a little bit complicated if you are seeing these edits now. How does it affect? Nischal, I mean, how does it affect in color pictures other than black and white? Dodge and burn, yeah, it is basically same thing. If it is color picture, if you're asking about dodge and burn, okay, it basically affects very similarly in the color pictures as well. You can selectively pop the images in the color pictures as well. Let me come back. Here you can see, I'll just delete the black and white filter here. So you can see, right, you can see after applying dodge and burn, you can see the difference. This is before I applied dodge and burn. This is after applied the dodging. I basically brushed on those on the road to brighten those parts. You can see the difference. You can basically pop it. So I will apply one more. This looks really good actually. Right? I mean, we can't do much with the image because the original looked already good. Maybe I will edit one more image which has more scope for editing. Let me come back to another image. Okay. So this image which you will be seeing now is from, let me get his name, Orfan Musani, RFANMOOSANI. That is his Instagram ID. So guys, what can we do with this image? Oh, I like curves tool. Please make same example, exposure, temperature, saturation, change the colors. Okay. Yeah, I will try to do that in this image. On an average, how much time it takes you to edit an image by Rishabh? It depends. Actually, I take a lot of time for editing images. Right now, as I'm doing it live, I'm trying to do it faster, but normally I may take anything between half an hour, maybe more than 1 hour sometimes to get the look what I desire. Sometimes, yeah, maybe 1 hour or so. Saturation to trees. Okay, yes. More contrast. Mohan, I'm from Bangalore, India. And more saturation. Okay. So again, I will go to tune image first. Decrease the highlights a little. Not increase the shadows just a bit. And this is what, maybe increase the saturation to a little, just a little. And I'll apply this. Now I want to pop the greens here, right? So what I will do is use selective filters. Hope this will select only the greens here, so this is fine, I think. So what I will do is apply some contrast, increase the brightness, maybe a little bit saturation too, and we can make the foreground here interesting too. So I'll select the part in the foreground, just increase the contrast here, decrease the brightness, increase the contrast. So right now I want to make only the trees pop. So the foreground, I will make it a little bit more darkened. Okay, increase the saturation maybe. So what I will do now, I will go to curves, darken the overall image a bit, maybe just a lot here. I just want to darken the part of the bottom of the image. So I'll just zoom out of the image and darken this part, only the bottom of the. So what about this blue sky? What can we do with the sky in the background? I'll see, maybe use one more selective filter. We'll see what it will look if I make it completely dark. Doesn't look good. There is one more technique I use sometimes. If you don't want the sky, for example, if you find the sky here distracting, what I will do is I'll use the double exposure and I apply the same image. You can see, right? Apply the same image on top of this image and increase the opacity and come back to the double exposure effect and just tap on this. You can see, right, the sky will get covered here sometimes. So from the same image, unless you notice it, you won't know that the another image, the same image was added on top. So you can try this too. This is one of my tricks actually, so we'll see. So you can basically cover the image, cover the sky. Okay, so I'll just apply this. So we came from here to here. Now I will apply some vignetting, maybe vintage filter is my favorite. So I'll just vintage filter with preset 12 applies a dark black vignette. So I'm applying it maybe with default values. I apply with default values. Style strength is +20, vignette strength is +30. I'll apply this and then I will go to the masking screen of the vintage filter. Here I'll just remove the effect, something like this maybe. Yeah, we can do one more thing, right? We can create a sun, a bright sunlight, the light of the sun rays coming from the gap here, the sky. I'm not sure how this will work out for this image. We could do that also. So came from here to here. What about some another hot contrast? No, I don't want this. So I'll again use selective filter, maybe to brighten the greens here. I'll just make a small correction, coming back to vintage and just clearing the masking here. So we came from here to make the image a little more colorful, right? Okay, Rohit, that's a suggestion. Right now we don't have enough time to work on that negative and all. We'll see. Please tell me. Okay, Rohit Mark, since the picture is not very clear, we can play around the negative. Okay, what is your profession? Profession, let me keep it private for the moment, Gaurav. So is there a specific sequence or steps to be followed while editing photos? No man, it's up to you. So these are my steps which I have been following from initial stage. So this is more comfortable for me. So the more more you do editing, the more you'll know which steps you have to follow. So each person has different ways to edit the image. So it's up to you. If you feel my steps, it is helpful. The steps I'm following is helpful. You can follow that too. I try to double exposures. It works. Okay. Okay. Now, so I'll make it. We'll see what we can do in with this image in Lightroom. So I will share this to the Lightroom app. So let me come back to Lightroom now. Let me go to Lightroom. Give me a moment. Right now. Okay, so if you have not followed me on Instagram, you can try following me on @NavEdits_. So there you can find my own mobile pictures. So I normally edit nowadays on Photoshop. I'll be doing more Photoshop videos, maybe live sessions on regarding Photoshop. I'll be doing live sessions for Photoshop too. I'll be starting them soon. So let me know if you are interested in those. Just check my Instagram @NavEdits_. So right now we are in Lightroom. So I have exported that image to Lightroom. So basically we can pop the greens. We can see a lot of greens and oranges. So I will go to the HH sliders. So what can we do with the greens? You can go right, this will pop the greens more, or left, which if you want to make and to go for an autumn look, you can move the greens towards left. It's up to you. Let's see. So I have just moved the greens towards left, and increased its saturation. What about yellows? Again towards more towards oranges. And increase the saturation, we'll get the red tint a red color tint on the foreground. maybe I'll move the greenish towards right itself. So this is again a personal preference. So if you want the colors, the green colors to pop, you can move the greenish towards aqua. So greenish towards aqua, that is what I did. Saturation is up to you again. Maybe you can increase the luminance if you want, but I'll keep the luminance as it is. So there are reds here. I think not much reds. There are oranges here. You can see right in the foreground. You can increase the luminance here to brighten the foreground, the brighter parts of the foreground. You can see the yellows getting affected when I move the hues. So hues of the yellows are affecting the branches of the trees, the logs of the trees. So I'll just move them a little bit towards left. There are not many blues here, so I'll just leave the blues. And what else? Okay, increase the overall vibrance. No, I think that it is already too saturated, I think so. Maybe you can decrease the vibrance if it feels overbearing for you. What can we do with the grading here? So let me check what we can do with the grading. I will just leave the grading as it is, so it doesn't look too good. So guys, I just want to ask you if you have any portraits. You can send me through mail. I actually received a lot of images. I didn't receive a lot of portraits. I just want to the face, the image of the face mainly, even the top out of the body, that's okay. So please send me portraits. I will be trying to I will select a few of those and try to edit those in my future session. Okay, possible, please wait. Thanks, Kim. I think yeah, the photo is good enough. I don't think we should. We can do a lot, but for the time being, this is quite satisfactory result. Maybe till green or saturated. Less green. Okay, yeah, that's again personal preference. Using Procreate for editing. I have not done much editing in Procreate, so not sure about. I don't want to express anything. I can't judge how Procreate works here. So do you also apply PNG files in Lightroom for color grading? Can we also have them? Are you talking about the presets? Presets, yeah, I will be sharing my presets shortly. Okay, I'll be creating my own presets. I'll be sharing them with you, maybe in a separate video. I'll create a zip file and share with you. Hey David, okay, David. David is online. These sessions are so popular. Thank you, David. Actually, this is already 1 hour of the session over. This is my longest video ever created in my channel already. So big shout out to David. Actually, for almost all the videos, I see his comments, very valuable comments. David Solomon. So guys, what else? Will you send any portrait photos? So I need some portrait photos in the future sessions. Hope I will get them. And I'm also getting a lot of emails. Right now I may be getting. So I will check them. If there are any portraits, I will be trying to cover them in the next session. Okay, I will be editing your photos too. Just send them to my mail. So for the time being, I think I will be ending the session shortly. So I'll be posting. I'll be making a community post too, requesting you to send portraits if possible. So hopefully I will be getting some, and maybe I will also doing some edits and I'll be doing some edits on Photoshop too. So if you want to see my Photoshop edits, you can just visit my Instagram at NavEdits underscore. So guys, I think I'll be ending the session. Thanks for visiting, coming live, everyone. So this was a very good experience for me. So hopefully the next session, I'll be doing portraits. So I'll be doing videos too. So separate videos, but for the live session, I need your input and suggestions when editing portraits. I'll be doing some color grading also. So hopefully you'll be there. I'll be informing you beforehand. So we'll be joining in the next session. And please do organize live session every Sunday. Okay, Sunday again, it's a weekend for me. I'm not sure about Sunday. I may be out of town. That is the reason I am picking up the weekdays for the live session currently. But if I am free on Sundays, I'll certainly do. I really appreciate LJB admin. Presets, yes, presets. I will try to. Okay, I will try to share my presets soon. Okay, actually I received a lot of mail, so I'll be using your photos too in the future sessions. Okay, I'll be checking mail. Hello guys, thanks again. So I'll be seeing you soon in the next session. So have a good day, good afternoon, good night, everyone. See you then.